Think about the last time you were sitting at a table with a group and someone completely talked over you. You were mid-sentence, trying to make a point, and it was like you weren't even there. When that happens, it's easy to internalize the failure. You assume you aren't funny enough or loud enough, or that people simply don't like you. This lack of attention usually stems from a single, microscopic conversational habit you repeat in almost every interaction without even realizing it. Ignoring this reflex means forfeiting a primary way others measure your authority. Without managing your timing, you leave the perception of your value largely to chance. We operate in an environment built to reward speed. Slack messages, immediate text replies, rapid-fire meetings. Our entire day is structured around instant availability. Over time, that constant demand conditions your brain. You stop listening to comprehend and start listening merely to reply. The moment someone finishes a sentence, your response fires like an automatic reflex. An instant reply broadcasts a specific psychological signal. When you jump to fill dead air the millisecond it opens up, it communicates anxiety. It shows a frantic desire to please and to keep up with the pace someone else has set. Internally, you might feel like you're being sharp and efficient. Externally, though, rushing to answer makes you look subservient, as if your primary goal is to accommodate the other person's tempo. By surrendering to that speed trap, you strip away your own authority. You turn your end of the conversation into predictable, forgettable noise. The fix for this is purely mechanical. It involves inserting a deliberate 2 to 3 second pause between a stimulus, like a question, and your verbal response. This gap is a brief, calculated pause, a far cry from the uncomfortable, drawn-out silence of someone scrambling for an answer. Usually, we bounce instantly from an incoming point A straight into our response. By inserting an empty gap, point B, before your response at point C, you alter the rhythm. In those seconds, you gain space to process, assess, and formulate a deliberate choice. Mastering that microscopic window of time determines whether you are blindly reacting to the conversation around you or actively shaping its direction. Consider two people answering the same question with the same words. The first person blurts out the answer the moment the question ends. The second person holds eye contact, lets 2 seconds pass, and then delivers the exact same sentence. The second person will almost always command more respect. Authority is typically assigned based on behavioral timing and energy rather than a specific vocabulary. A slight delay creates conversational tension. It acts like a magnetic pull. By making the listener wait just a fraction of a second, you force them to pay focused attention to whatever comes next. Most people make a common mistake, attempting to project confidence by over-talking, which actually destroys tension and cheapens their words. The comfort and discipline required to hold conversational tension in complete silence signals a level of confidence that noise alone can't match. This habit becomes even more effective when you apply it to emotionally charged interactions, like a heated argument or a direct challenge. In those high-pressure moments, your biological instinct triggers an urge to immediately defend yourself, justify your actions, or explain your side of the story. Deploying that 2-second pause acts as an immediate shield. It neutralizes the other person's aggressive momentum while simultaneously short-circuiting your own defensive reflex. Letting that dead air sit in the room allows you to detach from the emotional heat. You break their rhythm, forcing them into your tempo, which lets you dictate the terms of the interaction. Remaining unrushable when tested provides a level of interpersonal power that out-arguing an opponent rarely achieves. You can test this today. The next time someone asks you a simple question, whether it's a colleague at work or a barista making your coffee, let 2 seconds pass before you speak. Notice the shift in their response. People interrupt you far less. They physically lean in closer, assigning heavier weight to your opinions. Implementing this requires no major overhaul of your personality or intellect. It is, at its core, a mechanical behavioral shift. To ensure your voice is actually heard, stop focusing on the words you speak and master the empty space right before them.